Happy Pentecost. I hope you're having a fantastic day already. I just want to share some things with you guys because I'm really excited for you there in Kroonstad. I'm excited for you in South Africa because God is going to do some great things for you. If it seems like I'm speaking fast, I am, because I just want to cover a few things in a very short period of time. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But I just want to say hello to all of you, some of my most favorite people on the whole planet. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you again, hopefully very, very soon. But I want to share some things real quick with you about Pentecost and about what God is doing with you, specifically at this Pentecost season. Now, we know in the story of Pentecost in Acts chapter 2, as a matter of fact, let me just read some things real quick to you. Verses 1 through 4 says, "When the day of Pentecost had fully come, there were all with one accord in one place. And suddenly there came a sound from heaven as of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled the whole house where they were sitting. Then there appeared to them divided tongues as of fire, and one sat upon each of them. And they were all filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak with other tongues as the Spirit gave utterance." Now I want to touch on a few things because this truly is a new day for you. It is a fresh start for each and every one of you, individually, but as a church, as a congregation, as a group, an ecclesia. And this is the season of going to greater levels in the Spirit for you, just as it was on this very first day of Pentecost 2,000 years ago. Now, when you look at this, notice it says, when the day of Pentecost had fully come. Fully. There's a fullness of time for you. It may have seemed like things were sketchy or falling apart, or you weren't sure where things were going. But I'm telling you, you're at a fullness of time right now. That the things that had been in the past, whether they be good or bad, have come to an end. Not that the bad things, or the good things you need to forget about. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that on everything, whether it seemed good or it seemed bad, is like a springboard now into your future. So everything, you're a fullness of time right now. There's a sound coming from heaven that is distinctly for you and to you. Just as there was a sound from heaven here, there's a sound from heaven distinctly for you. And there's a fresh baptism and an infilling with the Holy Spirit. He will fill your mouth with fire, with power, and authority. Just as these early believers spoke with new tongues, you are about to speak with new tongues. Now, please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that your tongues are going to sound any different than what they were before. That's not the point. The point is now God is filling your mouth with a new word, a new sound, and a deeper level of the prophetic. In verses 5 through 8, it goes on to say, "There were dwelling in Jerusalem Jews, devout men from every nation under heaven. And when this sound occurred, the multitude came together and were confused because everyone heard them speaking in his own language. Then they were all amazed and marveled, saying to one another, 'Look, are not all these who speak Galileans? And how is it that we hear each in our own language in which we were born?'" See, this is an indication of what God's doing for you. Again, it's not necessarily about just speaking another language per se, but it is about speaking in such a way that captures the attention of people that otherwise you never would have. So just as those in the upper room were empowered to reach the people of different languages in Jerusalem, so you will receive power to reach those that are not like you. You're going to start speaking their language, so to speak. In other words, you're going to be like Paul, all things to all men, so you can win them. And God's going to put a unique sound in your voice that before some people wouldn't listen, wouldn't hear. Now suddenly they're going to listen, they're going to hear. So he's going to help to bridge the gap through your own mouth, the cultural gap, the relationship gap, the race gap. You're going to bridge those gaps with the power, the authority that God puts in your own mouth. You will speak in such a way that everyone will receive from you and understand what you are saying. And you will now connect with people you couldn't reach before. So God's going to do a powerful, powerful work in you, in your church, in you individually during this season. Verses 16 through 18 says this, but this is what was spoken by the prophet Joel. It shall come to pass in the last days, says God, that I will pour out of my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your young men shall see visions. Your old men will dream dreams. And on my men-servant, my maidservants, I will pour out my spirit in those days, and they shall prophesy. Now, I already know you're a prophetic group of people, but your prophetic abilities are about to, as we would say here, skyrocket. They're about to explode. They're about to go to a whole new level. And not just some of you, all of you, including your children. The little ones are going to prophesy at a level that is going to be profound and confound the wisdom of the day because of what God is putting in your mouth. Dreams and visions are about to go to new levels. You know how in the past you may have had a dream and you scratch your head and you wonder, what did that mean? What was this color? What was that? It was so vague, and you have to really pray and seek God about it. Well, there's going to be coming a clarity in your dreams and in your visions. You're not going to have to wonder as much as you did before. What did that mean? You're going to just know what it means, and it's going to be profound and it's going to be deep because God's taking you into deeper waters in the prophetic. So get ready for this. And again, this is your little ones, 5, 6, 7 years old. This is the men, the women, the old, the young. Everybody's going to start prophesying or having prophetic abilities far beyond their years and far clearer than what they have before. And in verse 21, it goes on to say, and it shall come to pass that whoever calls on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Because of the power that God's putting in you, the power of the prophetic, the power in your own voice, the power of your own tongue, now you're going to find it easy to get people saved. As a matter of fact, the lost are going to come to you. The unbelievers are going to come to you because you are so filled with power. You are going to draw them. And when you speak, they're going to hear. And there's going to be times that a simple good morning or a simple God bless you when somebody sneezes is going to profoundly affect them, not because of the simple words you say, but because of the power coming through your voice in those words. So get ready for this because God is taking you to a whole new level. He's expanding. He's opened up the heavenly realms over you. You can fully expect, I'm telling you, I can see it in the spirit right now, an open heaven swirling around you right now as you're watching this. And God's going to start pouring out and doing some profound things. Just like in the vision or the dream that Jacob had where the angels were ascending and descending. And it says God was standing and he was declaring over Jacob. And the angels were ascending, meaning they left the realm where Jacob was at to go into God's realm. They received, remember God's speaking, they received the word or the power of the word, and then they descended again with the answers and the provision that Jacob needed. I'm telling you right now, there's an open heaven. There's a ladder set up, and there are truly angels ascending and descending. They're literally stepping out of your presence into the presence of the Father and then coming down with that power, the power and the provision of the Father right back into your presence. God is moving on your behalf and doing a great thing. This is truly a fresh season. This is truly a Pentecost for you. This is an empowering and the start and the launch of something powerful and new for each and every one of you. Your families, your homes, your businesses, the church, all of this. God is doing a great and powerful work because God is going to vindicate you in a powerful way. He's going to raise you up. He's going to give you power. And every eye will see and every ear in Kroonstad will hear that God is doing something in you. Now, when I say that, I'm saying that to you collectively as a group, as a church, as an ecclesia, but also I'm saying that to you as an individual. Those of you who are in business, the contracts that you couldn't get before, they're going to come to you. Those who have cut you off are now going to come to you. Where others have walked away from you and then failed over here, they're going to realize, if I stayed with you, I would have succeeded. You're going to have people coming back to you and say, I want your business. I want you to do this. I want you to have this contract. I want to do business with you. Even in ministry, those of you who are in the ministry, get ready. It's opening up. You're going to start business, ministry, and across the board, you're going to have to start turning people down because there's going to be so much coming at you. People are going to want you. They're going to start pulling on you. They're going to start calling you. When you bump into people in the market and in town. They're going to say, listen, I need you. I need you to pray for me. I need your business. I need you. I need you. I need you. You're going to start hearing that. I need you. I need you. I need you. And so get ready for this, because God's opening the door to great blessing. And God's going to do some profound things with each and every one of you. Everything's going to a new level, especially the prophetic and the power and the authority of your voice and the sound of your voice. Literally, heaven is going to be heard through your mouth. Know this and grow in this. So anyways, I love each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. I look forward to seeing you hopefully very, very, very soon. I want to bring my son, Michael, to come and meet all of you. God's doing a profound work in him. As a matter of fact, I'm filming this today in our brand new building. We just got the keys a couple days ago before I filmed this, and God is doing a great work. So I don't want to show you the rest of the building just yet, because we have some work to do. But when we get the work done, I want you to be able to see the work, and I'll send another video. But God bless you all, and again, I look forward to seeing you very soon.